Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode on a Sunday where three nerdy friends talk about all things nerd geek related. I am one third of the nerd, Sunny. The other two that make up this round table of awesomeness is Frank and Manny. What's going on,
Hi,
guys?
everybody.
Oh, hi.
How you guys doing?
Oh, hi
They're
there,
not,
Mark.
they're not going to answer. Is that how you guys doing for us or for the audience?
Everyone.
Oh,
Them, they can't answer, but you
no,
guys,
they can't answer.
I'll let you go ahead and answer.
Doing pretty good. Doing pretty good. Can't complain. Uh, had a good Christmas and
Yeah, that happened.
can't complain. So
Yeah. Everyone had a good one then?
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah. It was good, man.
It was good and quiet.
Yeah,
yeah, that's
not a
good.
bad way to go.
It was relaxing. It was nice. Well, I guess we should just jump straight into the nitty gritty here.
Yeah,
Let's
sure.
head into our new section of the show.
Sounds good.
Manny, how would you like to go first?
Let's see. I got the book of Boba Fett was officially announced as a standalone project on
Woohoo.
Disney Plus. Which for me, it's good news because I did not want season 3 of Mandalorian to be the book of Boba Fett, which I was
Right.
worried about. I thought that it wasn't going to be like that, but you never know with these people. So I'm happy that this is separate from the main story. Well, yeah, separate from the main storyline of the Mandalorian.
Mm-hmm.
That is good to
Did they
hear.
say anything about like how many episodes or anything like that?
There's rumors that it's going to be a 4-part miniseries.
That makes
So
sense.
not long at all.
Okay.
That makes sense. That might work better, I think. I don't need to know everything about him. I mean, if you watch the animated stuff, they give you better indication of his younger years, stuff like that. But I don't really need to
Kinda.
see all that. I think Boba Fett, or kind of, but I mean, it's more than what we usually get.
Yeah.
I think keeping it 4 parts, keep it nice and tight, would be pretty interesting. And then, depending on how good it is and how it ends, they might be able to, hey, here's another four-part series.
Wow. What the heck is this?
I was changing something on there and I changed it back. It was together mode.
Uh-oh. It's a council of nerds.
Wow. That's an interesting way to do that.
What?
The Council of Nerds.
Actually, let's look at it. I didn't see. Oh, there it is. We're on the set of Boba Fett. It looks like.
Yeah, we're.
All right,
we're
that's my piece of news.
okay. That's all you got.
All
I'm gonna
right.
try to
Oh, good.
and see if there's anything better, but I don't think there is.
So for my pieces of the news this week, via a tweet from Twitter, Mike Flanagan was asked, "Any chance of another chapter of Haunting in the future?"
Mm-hmm.
The tweet reads as follows: follows, whatever. English, me not good at. At the moment, there are no plans for more chapters. Never say never, of course, but right now we're focused on a full slate of our Interpod projects for 2021 and beyond. If anything changes, we'll absolutely let you know.
What are they focused on?
Other projects and stuff.
Oh, okay. I thought they said something specific.
No.
I'm okay with that because I was a little let down on the latest one.
Yeah, I'm more than okay with it.
Kind of already forgot.
Yeah.
It wasn't, especially after Haunted Hill House, which was damn near perfect. I won't say it was a letdown, but it was vastly different than what people wanted and were expecting. So
Yeah.
it's probably good for him to be like, hey, we're gonna take a break. Well, maybe we'll come back. Which I have all the confidence that he will come back to it, sooner than later. But it's good to be like, yeah, we're gonna take a break from that right now and come back later. Maybe, who knows?
Yeah. It'll be better that way.
Yeah, take take a little time, find another book or project to like turn into the series. So, but that was it for that. Next piece of news. Excuse me.
I don't think you got one, right, Frank?
No, I don't have any.
Yeah, you didn't have any.
Okay, I'll go with the next one. So this one didn't really happen yet, but so the new how can I say this? The new COVID stimulus package. Did you guys read about this? Besides getting the 600 and all that potentially
all
might be $2,000.
What do you mean?
That's all you know?
Well, what is it going to be? 6 or 2?
We don't know yet. We'll find out. We'll find out Monday.
I thought they already said 6, no matter what.
No, it's not signed yet.
Oh, okay.
And then Trump wants 2,000 for everybody and all that. So, but the other part that was very interesting in this was that if this passes as it goes, it will make illegal streaming methods a felony. No, let me rephrase that. To make profit off illegal streaming methods a felony.
Yeah,
so
I heard about that.
That is very interesting, and that's going to be in this bill. If it does pass. Or something? What was that?
Like, are they trying to pass them together or something, or are they just they're just happening together?
It's all together.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so it's kind of like a give take kind of thing.
Okay. So here's an extra 600, but please don't stream movies.
No, it's more of I think this is a little bit of everything that's happened during COVID, and of course,
well, it makes sense
so much.
If they have to stream everything, why they can't have everything being pirated?
There's some argument that felony is a little too strong, but
it is pretty strong.
I thought that was pretty interesting having it on there.
Felony means you go to like hardcore prison for like 10 years.
Right, Sonny? Is that what it means? I'm not trying to get in trouble, so I don't really know.
I'm not. I mean, I don't.
Yeah, felony's pretty bad. It's not good. It's pretty bad.
More than 1 year or by death. Imprisonment for more than 1 year or by death.
Yeah, it was like a misdemeanor to minor is a year or less in jail, and then a year and up is the big time where you have to do bad things.
Mm-hmm.
So don't do it. It's not worth it.
Nope.
It's not worth it. Oh.
Well, no, that's what I'm reading from this is not if you stream illegally. It's for, let's say we all start an illegal streaming service so we could help out people. That's what it is. They get caught, you get that part.
It's not worth it. Don't do it. It's not worth it.
Not at all.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty. I don't know if I'd say shit or not, but hey, we're gonna slip this in and slip other things in a package that is meant to help people. But hey, we're gonna throw in some law stuff too and other things while we're at it.
There's always a catch.
Because if you don't really read a lot of this stuff, they cite a lot of other bills and stuff like.
Oh, okay.
It will like, hey, here's a big thing that you're all worried about, but don't worry about this stuff.
Well, especially when it's got a timeline, it's like
it's kind of funny that you make it sound that way, Sonny. You being a big movie guy and wanting to support the other people, I wouldn't think this would be a little thing for you, a little stuff.
I mean, a lot of things are currently.
What do you mean, a little thing?
I mean, nothing really matters anymore.
Like you thought he would be upset about it, or what?
No, I thought he'd be okay with it.
Oh, yeah, I'm okay with it.
I mean, I don't. Yeah, I mean, I'm not sitting here being like, oh, it's terrible. It's just the way they go about things. The government's all sleazy, but yeah, I mean, it's good. I don't know, like a felony's too much, I think, but at the same time, they want to scare someone.
They really got to deter people.
Yeah, which never really works because there's a bunch of people still selling drugs. That doesn't really stop at anybody. So, yeah, pretty interesting stuff. I think it's more funny it's coming inside a relief bill than like its own thing.
Yeah, that is weird. I didn't know it was like that.
For me, it's not weird because, like I said, COVID, I mean, that made us all start streaming a little bit more. Netflix stock prices went completely up.
Then Xfinity should let you have more gigs then per month.
What do you mean?
Because I'm already at like 85% of my data cap.
But that's what do you mean? Because you stream too much?
Well, I mean, like at first, Xfinity was like, you can have unlimited data while this COVID thing's going on, and they stopped that recently. And so now they keep sending me notices. You're at 75% data. You're at, whatever percent data now.
Interesting.
Are you guys getting that or no?
No. But I also have
No.
I think I have 2 terabytes.
I have, I think, one. I always get like 80% there. 90, sometimes 90.
That's interesting. I don't think I've ever. I wouldn't
yeah.
even know. I'm not gonna try to. I'm nowhere near 100% sure to say anything, so I don't know where I'm
Yeah.
Words.
I mean, they do have to do something about it, so I don't really.
Well, I mean, it's been an issue for a long time. I think it's just.
It'll always be.
All right.
As long as there's digital stuff, there will always be that problem. But now it's they really need to get stronger about it because now they have no choice but to stream.
Yeah. I don't know. Like I said, it's all very interesting stuff when you start to dive into it a lot and try to look at the nuances of everything. So pretty interesting stuff.
It's going to be like the music industry where people got in trouble for streaming stuff or downloading stuff that way, and then everything just kind of went to streaming. I mean,
yeah, they kind of just gave up eventually.
Yeah.
They're like, well, how about $15 a month and you can have everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. 50 a month. Whoa, what? You pay 50 bucks a
15.
month? Oh,
no, 15.
Like Jesus. Let me
No,
save
I would
you.
never pay 50. No.
Yeah.
You know me. I'm kind of cheap, so I wouldn't pay $50.
Unless it's a Mythic Legion figures. Hey,
yeah.
As that Prime will say right there.
You got me, dude. Hey, it retains its value. What can I say?
That is easy. It really does.
You'd be surprised how many of those toys, not even just Legion, everything.
Shit,
they retain good value.
They sold like 20 of them for like $1,000. I was like, what the?
Yeah. Well,
I think we're a little off track now, but
so Monday is when both are supposed to pass together.
No, Monday they're going to vote again, and then basically what they're voting for now is because Trump kind of came in and said he wants 2,000 instead of 600. So they vote again Monday, and then we'll see where we get.
I wonder what his motivation for that is.
Yeah, that's for a different podcast.
Yeah. No, I know. Okay. Well, I'm all for more money.
It'd be nice. I mean, it's not gonna. I mean, it's another small band-aid on stuff, but at least it's something instead of, hey, here's $600.
It's been quite a while though since the last relief.
Yeah.
And there's people who really need it.
Yeah, but I don't know. Hopefully something gives here, and stop being pirates online. Stop it. We have anything else to add to that, or we good on that?
No, I think we're good.
All right. My next piece of news: Furiosa movie starring Anya Taylor-Joy and Chris Hemsworth lands its release date, and it is June 23rd, 2023.
That's a while.
No word on if Max, the actual character, will make some kind of awkward appearance. I don't think he would because it's a prequel. But yeah, this is pretty interesting. Now it finally has an actual date to come out on, which is good news. That means it's actually moving forward. It's not going to be stuck in limbo for a while. Again, it being a prequel, I'm always hesitant about prequels because they have to end a certain way. Because
well, I guess.
Well, because again, like Fury Road, we know she doesn't escape until Fury Road. So this is more about her becoming, I guess, stronger or kidnapped and taught to be a war boy or something like that, I guess. But
Yeah.
again, not too much is known of the actual story and everything going on. It's just we know that it's a prequel about Furiosa. So,
Right.
but as someone who loves the Mad Max series, it's good when something gets a date. That is usually a good sign that it's actually gonna move forward and not just like stay in limbo for years until it comes out like on January, just at some random time. So,
Mm-hmm.
how do you guys feel about Fury Road? And are you guys excited
Man, I
about
freaking loved it.
Furiosa or no?
Yeah. Yeah. If as long as it's George Miller, and I would rather just another Mad Max, but I guess we've had enough of those, I guess. And he really wants to explore Furiosa.
Mm-hmm. How about you, Manny? What are your
I
thoughts?
think you guys probably liked it more than me, but I'm always down for it.
Cool. That's what I like to hear.
Cool.
Maybe if it's good by then, we'll go see it.
Yeah, hopefully.
My last piece of news article for this week. We talked about this a while back. Zack Snyder's Army of the Dead that's coming to Netflix. He just finished
Oh yeah.
filming. He finished filming the prequel film to it, and no set date is released since the first one, Army of the Dead, is not out yet. But they've already filmed two movies. And Netflix has already greenlit a animated version of Army of the Dead show to come out as well. So Netflix is really going all in on this series. They're really hoping it's going to be something special. It definitely has the potential to be a super B movie, like really great B movie film. Just to go over the synopsis of it real quick. Basically, there's a group of bank robbers in a post-apocalyptic world with zombies that they have to come up with a elaborate plan to pull a heist in Vegas while zombies are involved all over the place.
It seems like that's a very popular thing right now. Is like a group of characters doing something during like a really bad situation.
I think those type of movies
Not
add
complaining.
some.
I'm just saying.
No, yeah, I just think they add something to it when you can focus your attention on a group of people and the way that they interact with each other tends to really like could bring out either comedy gold or it feels more I don't want to say genuine, but it feels like this group like the Fast and Furious movies, Guardians of the
Oh,
Galaxy, all this kind
yeah.
of stuff. Like it's a group of people doing things and being cool as they do
So
it.
besides the Snyder cut, is Snyder done with WB and the DC movies?
Well,
We'll
I
see.
think that all depends on the Snyder cut.
We'll see how that goes. And
But
then
they
I
kind of
think
had a falling out, right? I mean, it wasn't even just his personal stuff. It was also
I don't
that
think
they
so
didn't
because
they
he
didn't agree.
wouldn't be back.
because I mean
I
he
don't think
left.
so. I think he wouldn't be back if there was a fallout.
Yeah, because he left because I don't know if anyone remembers any listeners are that remember, but I believe it was his daughter, correct, that committed suicide, and
Yeah,
he left
yeah,
or he left the project, and then they hired Joss Whedon to come in and finish the project, and
right.
so and I think this is the first thing he's done since that. Besides actually I think he did this one first before he did the reshoots for Justice League. So,
Hmm.
uh, yeah, so I think this is like his first like major project since that event with his family.
Right.
Um, yeah, it's gonna be really interesting to see what happens. Again, like this could be a big hit for him, and Netflix could bring in more eyes and ears. There might be potential for merchandise with Army of the Dead if the
You
Snyder
think
Cut
that
does
much, huh?
well. I mean, again, like to film two movies that and not even one of them is out yet, and you're
You
gonna
know, well,
animate them.
you're not
I mean,
wrong.
they're
You
but
know, I keep forgetting he did one of my favorite zombie horror movies ever, Dawn of the Dead, the remake.
yes, that was
I
very
thought
good.
that was freaking awesome.
It
So,
was so different. It felt like its own thing.
yeah, it's great. So yeah, I have high hopes for this. I just really don't want to get excited, and then it sucks.
Yeah, because like this project is just like it just reeks of just like pure B movie awesomeness.
hmm
Um, could be
I mean, we know
could be
he
a,
has the skill to do it. It's just,
yeah, and this definitely
Why
feels more like his speed.
why does it reek of pure B movie?
I think it's just meant to be cheesy, right?
It's
It's
a
not.
heist film with zombies in Las Vegas in a post-apocalyptic world. I wouldn't exactly say it's Oscar bait film. Now it could be, but never say never. But that's kind of what it's leaning towards currently. And you have Dave Bautista in there, so
Yeah. I hope he's. Well, I don't know. I guess I don't hope he's funny, but
well,
I
that's
don't know.
of him too, because he could be like a total badass. Because he
hmm
was what I want to say, Mr. Jinx. Was it in uh, Spectre? Was that
Uh,
Oh,
yeah,
he
but
was
I
there.
didn't see the movie though. So
yeah, that so he can play like a really good evil henchman. We know he's funny. He has really good like dry humor or like laugh out loud humor.
yeah,
Pretty
I
well.
just worry about these Netflix because every time I get excited for one, it's like, oh my god, wow,
Well,
that was the biggest
what
letdown on earth.
was the last thing you were like, oh, never hate you?
Besides House,
Frontier, whatever. What is it called?
you're hyped for Frontier? I
What
didn't
is
even
it?
know Frontier came
Triple
out.
Frontier or what?
Yeah, the
Frontier,
Ben
yeah.
Affleck one. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, see, most of them you don't get much lead time. Like you get a couple weeks, but that one I think a couple months. They were like really like, oh, look at us. We got all these guys, and we're gonna make this cool movie.
Look at me.
And I was like, it's decent,
Hmm.
but and then
I thought it was pretty good. I can definitely see why people
I
would
have
be
hopes
like,
for this. I just don't want to be
oh yeah,
disappointed.
like
I don't want
like
to have my heart broken again.
Netflix did go from a streaming service that would bring out like high quality shows because they didn't make that much to everything is just they're just doing everything.
They
And
really are. They have
uh,
every
it's
type of thing.
I mean, yeah, they're putting everything out, which kind of like mixes up a lot of things. You get really good stuff, and then you get stuff like Six Underground and
hmm
others like that. And it's just like, ugh,
Oh, that was bad. Yeah, I forgot about that.
really
Which
good.
one?
Six
Six Underground.
Underground or whatever.
No, I
And
didn't watch that.
yeah, I watched the first 20 minutes. I'm like,
I
no,
couldn't watch it.
I turned it off halfway. I'm like, no, I can't. This is
I was like,
dragging.
wow.
That was bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, and yeah, just go back to Zack Snyder real quick. Like I
hmm
said,
Sorry.
if this works for him and Justice League Snyder cut turns into something, he can bounce back big time. And again, like I went from I don't give a fuck to the Snyder cut to well, they really they butchered his movie so much where it's like I kind of want to see it, but then the trailer comes out, and I go like, yep, that looks like Justice League. So my
Well,
enthusiasm
Patty
goes.
Jenkins doesn't even recognize the Whedon cut as a real one now. She
Yeah.
said
Yeah.
that. And then after you watch Wonder Woman, you're like, wait, this didn't happen in Justice League. So
Mm.
there's some stuff that happens in there. We're like, oh well,
So they're all like shunning it.
for the most part, yeah. I think
Okay, where was I?
one of her quotes was like, I think we were with the fans where we didn't know what was happening. There wasn't a give or take
Mm.
kind of thing with Whedon and him and her,
Mm.
where like for instance, like I think the costume changed a little bit, and it's like my costume didn't change in my movie. Why would it change there? So it's one of
Oh,
those
okay.
things. Yeah.
Mm. Oh, I get you.
Yeah.
So he's trying to just take, he's like, this is mine, and whatever happens in mine has to happen in yours, kind of thing.
Something like that. She starts explaining that with these kind of movies, you kind of have to know what's going on all around, and that
Yeah.
Snyder did a good job of doing that. And then it was completely different when Joss got into it.
Yeah.
So it was interesting. But yeah, I guess bring that up. I could bring up another piece of news if you're done, Sonny.
Yeah, go ahead.
Done with your topic.
Yeah.
Apparently, one one version or two versions of Batman versus Superman is not enough. We have to have another version of Batman versus Superman, and we're gonna get it right before. Shut up, Sonny. Right before
What?
Justice League. We're gonna get yet another cut of Batman versus Superman.
Another cut
Yep.
by Snyder?
Yep.
And before Justice League, you said?
Yeah, it's gonna come out sometime before Justice League, if I remember right. Let me see if I can find the article.
What's weird about that is that didn't he get all the time and effort he needed for that movie?
Oh,
So
like
is
an
he
extra one?
Is he just revisiting it because he wasn't happy with the final thing, or why?
I don't know. You gotta ask him. He
Mhm.
is going to get. Oh, I guess the IMAX treatment.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, I guess the IMAX treatment. So it's going to be a different ratio.
Mm.
But that's really it. I guess no added extra scenes in there.
Yeah,
You're just going to get a different
That
looking
would
movie.
really right up.
I'm trying to look that up. I don't really see it.
Anyways, I mean, I think you were more apologetic, or you like that film more than I.
Especially after the ultimate cut. Yes, it really was.
The Ultimate was better. I remember that because I watched it on a plane, so I couldn't get distracted because otherwise I think I would have. But
There is
The
an Easter egg for Batman versus Superman in
original was like,
Wonder Woman 84. Just so you
oh,
guys.
is there?
Yep.
Okay. I
And
want to watch it. I just didn't get a chance.
it's one of those things because I kind of read that there was an Easter egg in it, but so I was trying to keep my eye open for it. And I thought I missed it, and I was like, oh man, I can't believe I've seen that movie that many times and I missed the Easter egg. And then it fucking hits you. So it's one of those cool little Easter eggs.
Okay. Very cool.
Okay. There that goes.
But
Yeah,
it's like,
I do.
why are they doing that if nobody can watch it in IMAX though?
I think it'll still look different on your television.
You'll
Oh
see it
yeah,
on your
you're right.
screen if you watch the latest Mission Impossible, the
It
stuff
goes to
where
full
the
screen, right?
helicopter,
Even,
yeah, it goes. So
and it's even higher quality.
It goes full screen with not losing the
ratio or whatever,
4K-ness. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
or the resolution. Yeah.
Yeah, the resolution.
What were you saying, Sonny? Which movie? The latest Mission Impossible.
Yeah, Mission Impossible Fallout.
Fallout. Is the whole thing shot that way, or just certain scenes?
The helicopter chase scene that was filmed for.
Oh, that's a cool
specifically,
scene. Yeah.
and you could tell when you watch it because it changes ratio aspects.
Yeah.
From when they gotta take the bomb out to when they're actually in the helicopter. Yeah, it goes green and looks
kind of like
it does look so good, but
kind of like the first episode of Mando when the dragon comes out.
Yeah.
And then the bank heist for Nolan. Yeah, I get you.
Yeah.
I guess it's too difficult to film an entire movie in IMAX, right? It's like too expensive, too heavy.
I think with the cameras, yeah.
Yeah. Eventually, when that stuff gets miniaturized, it's going to be nice.
Oh, yeah. I would love gorgeous. My goodness gracious.
Imagine if you had IMAX capability on your phone. Like, that's how far we've come, that our freaking phones can do what an IMAX camera can.
Maybe one day you could like have a headset with a chip in your head, just bloop.
I ain't putting no chips in my head.
You're gonna have a choice, buddy boy.
There's probably one in there already. All right. Well, I would watch it. If they did the Batman warehouse scene in IMAX, I'd be all for that. And a couple other scenes would be cool.
I would imagine that scene is in IMAX.
Yeah. I don't get it. Like, how are they going to redo that? They don't have to reshoot it to be able to do that?
No, he shot it like that, I'm assuming.
Weird that you wouldn't release it. Okay. All right. Why not? I mean, I'll watch it again.
Yeah, I'm not sure when it comes to like ratio aspects, if you can like
I think they downscale it.
like make something through 3D in post or that kind of stuff. I don't know if that's something that can be done or like Manny said, if you previously shot it that way and they're just gonna carry it over.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not too familiar with the IMAX technology. I just know that if you don't have if you don't go see it on a curved screen, it's not real IMAX. So
Yeah.
but
Well, it's like
yeah.
it's like what is the definition of IMAX? Is it that how it's does it get played, or is it that the resolution, or what exactly would you qualify it?
Well, it's better audio. The curved screen works better with the dual camera that were filmed, so you get the full aspect of it all.
Yeah.
Because like the Corey has an IMAX S screen, which just means it's a bigger screen from the top, from the roof to the floor, but it's not a curved
It's like
screen.
trying to mimic it.
All
Yeah,
theaters really have that kind of IMAX screen.
like think of it. So like the Navy Pier, I think, has one of the only true IMAX screens in Chicago.
Correct. Yeah.
So
Mhm.
when you watch that compared to something like the Corey, the Corey has better for IMAX. It's way better sound. The picture is clearer, but to get the full effect, you need to go to Navy Pier to like really appreciate all the work that goes in with IMAX.
It is
Um,
pretty crazy difference.
I
yeah,
won't step foot in Corey, but if you go to the Oak Brook one, their IMAX, you could tell a difference too. I remember towards the end or before this COVID thing really hit, I remember I would be open to buying IMAX tickets because I just noticed a difference. It was weird. It was one of those movies like Joker where I saw a real difference. I was like, holy crap, why is this even brighter? I think it's because I was actually sitting more back and I could enjoy it more instead of like being right in your face.
Oh yeah,
see once
closer you
again.
are, the worse.
Huh?
Did us three ever go to see a Dive film or buy a ticket for them in Oak Brook? I only
I
because
feel like
I
we
only
did.
remember seeing one in the Corey when we did when I did Dark Knight, not Dark Knight Returns. Yeah, Dark Knight Returns. The third Nolan Batman movie.
The Dark Knight Rises?
Thank you. I'm all over the place.
No, I wasn't there. I don't know if you guys went.
I went.
No, I don't think we went together.
I think
Yeah.
we were all separate.
We've never really seen a Batman movie together.
I think BVS. No,
No. I saw
I
I was
it
with
like
Manny for sure because I remember you got mad at somebody. I was like, "Well, dude, it's justified. I mean, that guy was being an idiot."
It's just funny. You're like, here you go. Someone's like, so,
The guy was like immediately apologetic. He's like, "I'm sorry, I wasn't trying to ruin it."
I think he blamed the kid right away.
It's like, shut up and get out of here.
Yeah, it was one of those things like you're not worth my time.
funny. But yeah, yeah. I mean, that's a nice little change for some screens, but I have no interest in it at all. That's just me.
Yeah, I want to. There are some really great scenes in BVS, but as a whole, it's like not my favorite. But yeah, I will watch it again. Sure.
Yeah, I mean, if you got HBO Max, it comes with it. Might as well watch it. If it's free or an addition. Do we have any other news articles to present to the people of the internet?
Not me. I don't know about you guys.
No, nothing
No.
really interesting.
Just that. What the? January 1st, season 3 of Cobra Kai is coming out to Netflix. So
I have moved up.
Oh, okay.
So that's I was
I
looking
still
at
have to watch
Netflix.
that.
I
I don't have the biggest connection to that, so I haven't really prioritized it.
I mean, it helps if you know the history, but I think it's good on its own. I know my dad wasn't a big fan of the Karate Kid movies, but he watched both seasons. We're like, that's a pretty good show. So it might work. So if you want to check it out, check it out.
No, I hear a lot of people praising it, so I'm sure it's pretty good.
Yeah. So I guess if we're done with the news portion, let's go ahead and close out that chapter and open up chapter 2 for nerd outs.
Okay.
Who would like to
I can
start
go
off?
if you don't mind.
You may go, sir.
I have played 2 games, not for very long, but they made an impression enough to talk about them. And they're both really related, and it wasn't on purpose.
Hmm.
So I got Immortals Fenyx Rising because it was on sale. And I think I ended up at the end got it for 28, but I think the sale was for 30 or 40 or some maybe 35.
Yeah,
So yeah, I picked that up. And the other one I picked up is called Hades. I don't know if you guys heard of it.
never heard of it.
Okay, I'll talk about it after, but I'll do Fenyx Rising first. So Fenyx Rising played about 2 hours so far. And it is really a open world kind of Zelda Breath of the Wild type game. And
Oh, nice.
it's like so similar that it's almost a ripoff. Um, the difference is really that it's Greek, but it has a lot of the same mechanics and even like the same look. I
Mhm.
would say it has more story than Zelda, just because the Zelda game, the newest Zelda game, the Breath of the Wild, it doesn't have a whole lot of dialogue and cutscenes and story, but Fenyx Rising does. And I don't know a lot about the open world, but so far the combat is fun. And then there's like these puzzle rooms where you teleport to another world or something. But so far the pace is good. You get right into it. It's not like a lot of those annoying games where you spend the first 3-4 hours, doing like an intro. It
Right.
really gets into it right away. So graphics are good, but not amazing, I would say. I
Mhm.
think the PS5 version is not like a PS5 optimized version. I think it's just like a pass-through version or something.
Okay.
So anyway, it's Greek related. It's got a humorous tone to it. It's not trying to be serious. So I like that about it. It's kind of funny. It's being narrated by Zeus and Prometheus.
Mhm.
Prometheus is trying to get a deal with Zeus to get out of his eternal punishment for giving humanity the gift of fire. So they're kind of talking about the legend of Phoenix, which is your character. And so you get powers from different gods, and you have like Icarus wings, or you have this other stuff. So it's kind of interesting so far, but I didn't play that much. But it was
Mhm.
on sale, so I was like, all right, cool, sure,
That's
I'll
cute.
pick it up. I was like, I wouldn't buy it really for 60. But since I got it for that price, I was like, okay, I'll try it out. So that I played that, and then I bought Hades, which is it's one of those isometric games where it's top-down view. So if
Oh.
you hate that, you might not like this, but if you
Mhm.
do like it, it's a really good one. The art is really, really good. It's probably one of the best art styles I've seen in a very long time. And it is also Greek mythology based, but it's more you're the son of Hades and you're stuck in his realm and you're trying to get out of there and and you just fight a lot and you go through rooms and stuff like that. And like I said, the art is probably the best thing, but the controls are good and the combat's really fun. And you also get powers. So like every so often you beat a boss and you can pick a new power and stuff like that.
Mhm.
Um, but yeah, I mean, I only played that one maybe an hour, so these are like really early impressions.
Mhm.
But I am liking it. I think it's $20 right now. It's normally 25. It's available on PS4 and Switch. It's getting all kinds of crazy reviews, like 10 out of 10, 9 out of
Ooh.
10. So high marks from everybody. So far, it is living up to it.
Oh,
And
okay.
yeah, if you look up a trailer, you'll see right away what type of game it is. So if it's something you think is interesting, I think it's so far it's worth it.
Nice.
But I'll let you know if after I play it some more.
Yeah, because I Phoenix Rising. I first heard about it I think a couple months back. There was
Mhm.
a a video game streamer that I watch on occasion. Strange Rebel Gaming on YouTube. Um,
Uh-huh.
I forgot her. It's Brienne. I forgot her last name. She voices one of the new characters in the remake of Final Fantasy game that came out
Oh, okay.
recently. Yeah, I always forget her last name, but
Yeah.
she was playing it because I think they gave her like a pre-demo to like check out and kind of like stream and talk about it. And I was like,
Mm-hmm.
the game actually looked pretty good and fun. I was like, that's something I would definitely consider buying. I wouldn't say full price, but at a solid price, I'd definitely pick it up.
Right. Yeah. And,
So
what I
when
saw
you
of,
pick
like from later in the game, it's
Mhm.
interesting. Like you can ride like mounts through the world, and it's all open world, and there's interesting places to go. The combat so far is fun, and yeah, I think it's not bad so far.
Nice, yeah, because after all that, and you said, hey, pick up. I'm like, please tell me. I want to know if this is something that is worth getting. I'm like, sweet.
Yeah, I'll
Because I
keep
didn't think
playing it. I'll let you
I
know.
wasn't sure if you guys were even knew what this was, so I was gonna like just kind of sit back and wait until I heard other people talk about it.
Yeah.
I like 90% of the time I trust your word for games. The other
Yeah.
10% is like you are a great salesman. You should work for a company because you build that game up, and man, it's way better than what you said it was and actually was. But um, so yeah,
Yeah.
like game
I
is like
usually put you
I would say
straight
it's
on it.
pretty. Yeah, because if you talk about a game, I'll go like, I'll check it
Uh,
out.
I would say, yeah, be careful if I haven't played that much yet, because the first 2 to 5 hours, I'm probably still in the honeymoon phase. And then if you ask me again after that, then I might have a better picture of it. But it's easy for me to get carried away because I get all excited about the game, and
Well,
I like the world and everything.
like, and the reason why I trust your word on games, because like on movies, you flip flop every other day.
Mm-hmm.
One day, this is amazing too. Man, that movie was fucking good too. I never watched it, but games like when you talk about a
Yeah.
game that you like and enjoy, it does your stance never really changes. So
Yeah.
it's like okay,
Yeah, and
if you give it the environment,
for me, that's my primary like winding down activity. So if
yeah,
yeah, so movies and TV is like pretty low for me because it's just not what I do really. I don't have that much time. So
right.
these are cool so far though. I mean, if you're itching for Greek stuff, but I know you got your itch right now with Valhalla, so
Yeah, it's
so
still fun. That's
maybe in
still
the future if you want something like that. I think Hades is a great Switch game. It
mm,
really pops on the screen. The colors are really nice and it's really smooth. It's a good port and everything. It's not full of bugs, or it doesn't feel like it's a downgraded piece of garbage like some of these Switch games are. Um,
yeah.
you know, because then sometimes it's like, man, like this game, you really
Wow.
forced it to run on the Switch, man.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I've been neglecting my Switch for a while. Like Ellie's been taking over playing Pokemon Go. She finally figured out the stones for
Oh,
Eevee,
man.
so
Yeah.
she started making some of those, and she was like super excited about it.
Mm,
But then I was like, man, I want to play a little Switch. So I found Hades, and,
that's fun.
and I really like it so far. So it's like one of those, it's easier for me to bust out the Switch for a little bit than it
Oh
is
yeah.
to turn on the PS5 and try and take over the TV in the living room because they're just gonna jump on me and throw stuff at me or say come play with me or something. So
Yeah.
I will, Hades is a good game for that.
Yeah. Sounds good. That's good, man. That
Hmm.
is good. Um.
That was it, man. How about you guys?
Um. I go next. To close out this Christmas month, we are filming after Christmas, but I still consider this the last episode of December, so
Hmm.
it fits. I watched Pottersville on Netflix with Michael
That with
Shannon,
Michael Shannon? Yeah.
Yeah, Ron Perlman, and what is that guy's name? Uh, older gentleman that was in Deadwood. He was in the new
Um.
Hellboy. Ian
Yeah,
McShane.
I know Ian
Um,
McShane. There you go.
yeah. And a couple of faces you would know.
I saw so many like likable faces that I really wanted to watch this. So I'm curious what you thought.
It's honestly kind of like a charming movie. It's a cool little like niche thing.
Hmm.
It it, it takes place around Christmas time. So Michael Shannon runs this general store in what seems to be like a dying town, and it's all the businesses are closing down, and places are there's not much going on in that area.
Hmm.
Uh, and he's like the really nice guy who's like in the movie there's a young lady comes to the counter. I can't afford like this much for groceries. Do I have to put something back? He goes, I'll put you in the book. Don't worry about it. You can pay whenever
Hmm.
you have money. Don't worry about it. Go ahead. You got to eat. He's a really nice guy.
Yeah,
Cares about everyone else more than himself. Comes home one day. His
and that's
wife.
Michael Shannon, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
Michael Shannon. So one day he decides to surprise his wife with some elk steaks that Ian McShay caught because he's a hunter in this movie.
Okay.
Comes home to surprise her, finds out that she's cheating on him with Ron Perlman because she's a furry instead of Ron Perlman. So he gets drunk on moonshine and decides to dress up as a gorilla and terrorize the town. And people think, oh, that's Bigfoot. There's Bigfoot here, and it brings a lot of business to the town because we have a real life Bigfoot in the area, so he has to
Yeah.
keep up playing Bigfoot so that they can keep getting
There's like
tourists to come
sightings.
down and people having business and all that kind of stuff. And then shenanigans ensue and stuff like that. Um, Surprisingly enough, Michael Shannon's not really in it that much, which is weird.
The hell?
It kind of becomes like being McShay movie and the guy from Reno 911, the guy with the short shorts. I don't know if you
Yeah.
know who.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, he
The
comes
main guy,
down.
right?
Yeah, he's this guy comes down because he has his own TV show. He like goes around the world and like hunts animals and all that kind of stuff. And then it returns to this really like it's kind of funny movie.
Does he like
It
take it serious and try to hunt him or something, or like what?
Yeah. So Ian McShane takes it as real serious, but the guy from Reno 911, he's playing a Australian, but he's lying about his accent and where he's from. So he's like, "Oh, we're here hunt Bigfoot," and then he's in the hotel room. Well, guys, I don't know if we should keep doing this. This is very dangerous. I don't want to be here anymore.
Is he like a
It's like,
TV show guy or something?
yeah,
Like he's trying to
he's
like film
like
something.
yeah, like think of like those sci-fi shows you would see on TV, like hunting Bigfoot or the unknown
Hmm.
explored, that kind of stuff. That's like his job.
That's funny. Is it worth
And
watching? Do you think it's
I would,
pretty decent?
I say decent. It's a fun little quirky movie. It's really weird.
It's a weird ass thing to do. Like you caught her cheating and then you go drink a bunch of moonshine and
Yeah,
you're like, I'm gonna dress up as Bigfoot.
yeah. It's like I said, it's kooky, but it's the ending is nice. The ending is very it's a Wonderful Life ending. Um, Not like him going back in time and like, oh, this is what happens if you didn't exist, but like the actual ending.
Yeah,
Um, yeah, again, it's cute, it's charming. I'm not gonna say like it's a classic or anything like that. It's
sure.
not. There's a lot of known faces in there that you're gonna be like, oh shit, it's you, and all that kind of stuff. And
It's really hard to make new classics. I think like a lot of it is so disposable now. It's like, man, like what are
yeah,
the classics gonna be from this era? You know what I mean?
yeah, well, yeah, like,
There are some, of course, but it's
uh,
just kind of like,
yeah,
man, like what is it gonna
but
be?
yeah, it's really interesting. And like this again, I don't think this is something that's like, oh, I have to play this every year, but it's a very B niche type of film. Like it's just nice. It has a decent message around Christmas time, all that kind of stuff. This Crash is good. The cast is great. Uh,
Does
Pacing
it
feels it's pretty strong throughout the movie. Um,
does it take place like around Christmas time?
yeah,
Okay.
it did. It takes place around Christmas time.
Okay.
Um,
I
to
might
give
check it
it
out, man. I've always
you
wanted to.
yeah, check it out. It's on Netflix now, so if you want to check it out.
Is it
Um,
exclusive to them or they just kind of picked it up?
they picked it up.
Okay. It's 2017. It's still there, so I think they're gonna have it for a while.
Yeah, I think so too.
But
Check
yeah, I want to check it out.
it's it's a fun little movie.
Yeah, I like those guys, those three guys.
I have a couple other things I'm nerding out on, but
Okay.
I watched something else and I completely forgot what it was, so I'm gonna move on to the next one.
All right.
It wasn't memorable at all, I guess.
I guess.
I decided to watch Batman Returns because technically it's around Christmas time in the movie,
That's cool.
and
I almost watched it too.
it's still good. It's
Oh,
weird,
hell
like it's weird in a really good way. The
What is it
actors
rated?
are,
Is it PG?
PG-13. Because
I remember seeing it when I was 7, and the nose biting thing was like, holy hell.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. I think at the time I think PG-13 wasn't quite what it is now. Like it was still you get away with a few
Dark
more stuff.
But that's Tim
Yeah.
Burton for you.
And yeah, so not to get into this story because if you're nerdy like we are about Batman, I don't want to go into it again. And people watch it a lot. It's basically Penguin is in this, Catwoman, Batman shenanigans
Oh man,
ensue.
you're making me think about something. Go ahead.
It was so weird, especially a big different contrast from the first one. First one
Mhm.
felt dark and gothic, and this one is more like a dark carnival just on steroids. Very weird, like
So what
penguins.
Burton wanting?
Especially that parade, right in the beginning, where like there's like different clowns.
This is definitely a lot more Burton than the first one was. The first one is really good and classic, and you definitely see parts of Tim Burton in there. This one is turned up to like 11.
I remember the intro always stuck with me as a kid, man. The music, the way they deal with the kid when he's born and stuff. I was like, oh, what the hell, dude? Like, this is great. And then, he's like, the theme music is playing while he's floating down the river or down the sewer.
Oh yeah, it's very intense. It's very
It's
good.
been so long since I've seen it.
It's
Gotta be like 15 years by now.
Like Pee Wee Herman is Penguin's dad. He's like, put him in a cage. He's a horrifying animal. Throw him down the river.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, that is.
I don't
Pee Wee
even
Herman's
know
dad. Or Pee Wee Herman.
Yeah,
that's crazy. And then Zangief makes an appearance.
I completely forgot. He is the son of Christopher Walken, and he does a fantastic Walken voice. They are both like turned up to like 11 with Walkenisms. It's amazing.
Fucking Max Shrek is Walken, right? He's the older man.
I'm sorry, say it again. I didn't quite hear you.
Max Shrek, he's the dad, right? He's Walken.
Walken's character.
Walken is.
What's his name? Max Shrek.
Yes.
And then the son.
Bad with names, but yeah. Walken is the Walken.
What made you like? Did you just recognize him when he said something, or like what? How did you figure that out?
I looked at his face and his chin. I was like, this guy before.
You're like IMDb.
Yeah, because it happens to me a lot where I'm like, who the fuck is this person? So I go on and like, oh my god, that's where you're from. And I was like, he's fucking Zangief. Quick, change the channel. He does a great Chris Walken voice in here. It's like what I love about this movie is that everyone is like a hyper stylized character. They're over the top, but in a very dark and believable way. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It was like it fits the world, but it's very intense, and they play it straight. It makes sense.
They do. Did you watch it on Max, or where'd you watch it?
Yeah, I want to say I want to say Max. I say that because I'm flipping through so many fucking services now. I forgot where.
I'm pretty sure it's Max. Yeah. No one else has
I saw it on there. I almost played it. I'll probably do it this week.
Do it. It is very good.
You'll have to go through me. Ooh. Those clowns are so funny. And then the way Batman kills somebody right in the beginning.
Yeah, I mean, technically, he killed someone in the first movie, so it wasn't too surprising. Who did he kill in the first one?
Yeah, who did he kill?
Remember on the tower, he was fighting that guy, and then he like kicks him over, and he falls down all the way from
the top of the Spartan kicks him?
No, like they're on the ground, and he like flips him over, and he falls down like from the top of the tower all the way down to the bottom.
Well, it's still not blowing someone up like he did in this.
Yeah, but the guy's
But
dead.
the other guy had a he could have lived.
But they're
I
like
don't
the
know.
beatings he doles out in all these movies. It's like that guy is like permanently crippled, dude. He might as well be dead, or he's wishing he's dead.
Yeah, they're pretty dead. Um, but like I so like as a so
Great movie.
I forgot who said this somewhere. I can't remember who said it. I think it was the nostalgia critic. I think
Uh-huh.
he was like, depending on how you approach the character, would it make sense for him to kill? Like Ben Affleck's character, 100%. I can see him just
I think
killing
at that
everyone.
point you don't give a fuck.
You know what I mean? Nolan's
Yeah,
Batman, I don't see him killing anyone.
he
Now, yeah,
still doesn't want to. Yeah,
he has his I don't have to save you rule, which is a cop out, but like
yeah.
all that kind of stuff. So I can kind of see by accident or like, well, he didn't move fast enough, he died. Sorry, I can definitely Tim
Like,
Burton's
well, I'm
character.
not gonna dive, to save him.
Yeah, like he won't go on a killing spree where he's like, "Oops, my bad."
Yeah.
So I can totally see that with Burton's Batman.
Do you prefer Returns to the original?
I'm gonna say no.
No.
I
But
still for the first one, but this one is good though.
I saw Returns way more times than the original because I originally lost the VHS
Hmm.
of the original one. So I think that's why the '89 version has like a special place in my heart.
Mm-hmm.
I
Because
will
you saw it more
probably,
as a kid.
yeah, I think so. I will probably say the Returns has a couple more memorable parts. Again, it's because I probably watched it a little bit more. But yeah, it was just something for me.
Yeah. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I can't really tell you. I love Returns. I really want to watch it again.
I really
Dude,
love
it's really
that
good.
on Return. I'm sorry, not on Returns, on the '89 version.
But
I like the suit in Returns,
hmm
but I
and
like the
the like
bat.
ramped up gadgets and stuff.
Yeah, like I don't know, they were still great, man. I wish he kind of made part three, but it
Hmm
is what it
Yeah, that
is.
would have been great. I mean, hit a part three, and still make forever or the other ones too. I don't care. But a third one, yeah, that would have been good.
I like them all. I don't know.
So you were happy rewatching this, Sonny?
I was very happy that it still held up because yeah, as a kid, I did enjoy both films a lot, but I did watch the first one more.
And it's
I think
definitely all during Christmas, right?
because
I mean, I remember like there's a
Yeah,
giant tree they're lighting and stuff.
yeah, it's a Christmas music or Christmas
yeah,
movie for me.
Hmm
yeah, yeah. Um,
Watch that movie more.
so definitely watch that one again if you haven't watched it in a while. Rewatch it because it is actually still really good. And then to
I
close
think
out,
this is your most interesting Christmas
I
one because the other ones I heard of them and stuff. But I mean, I heard of these two, but I don't know. These
yeah,
really have kind of struck a chord. I want to watch them.
yeah, check them out both. Both are very good to watch around now.
Yeah.
And to finish off my Christmas month, I watched the Christmas specials of The Simpsons on Disney Plus,
Hmm.
and it's vastly it's crazy how vastly different that the first what was it, the first 13 seasons compared to everything else going on from 14 and on.
Yeah, it
How
is.
good like the original seasons were of the Simpsons.
Yeah.
Um,
I was doing that with House of Horror,
yes.
and then I started getting to the new ones, and I was like, they're not bad. It's just different.
Yeah, yeah, it's
It's
very
like,
vastly different.
yeah.
Um, I think because like the first one was like season one, no, maybe season two. It's when they got Santa's Little Helper. I think it was season one. That was a good
Mm,
one. Um, and yeah, again, like the Simpsons always handled like the middle America working class family and all the hijinks and stuff that goes on and they do manage to put actual heart in episodes and have like good teachings in it. I think the second one, I think it was like the second special was like 4 seasons apart. I think it was like season 4 or 5. the one where Bart uh shoplifts a
The
games
video
from
game? Yeah.
yeah that
Oh my
episode out
God,
of
man.
everything
I haven't thought about
I,
that for so long.
out of everything I saw was really poignant. It was
Hmm.
really again like the earlier seasons are just so fantastic with the humor and the pacing and the message in there.
It's good
Um,
stuff, man. They always
be-
tried to stuff like a what do you call it?
Pop culture or
Like
something.
a like a moral thing in there, but it was kind of cheesy. It was kind of like like forcing it in, like like make sure you're good, don't steal,
well,
like
that
broad moral things,
well this
messages.
was like this worked like the original. I think this episode worked better than most because it felt genuine and authentic.
Hmm.
Um, like um, like Marge is so mad at him, like she doesn't even tuck him in at night. She just goes good night and closes the door, and he's like,
Ooh,
oh no,
yeah.
she hates me. Oh, he
I remember
and
that
then she
happened
starts
to me, man, in real
yeah
life. I
yeah
did
like
something like that as a little kid, and my mom was really mad, like to that
yeah
point. Yeah, like she was
yeah
like,
we're
man, I felt like she hated me. I was like, holy shit.
like they're so mad they're not even yelling at you. They're just like I'm done with you. It's like oh my god no,
Hmm.
mi
Hmm.
corazón. Um
That is pretty interesting, man. And
and
it's
the
weird how
way
you pick that up as an adult, like you watch it
oh yeah
little
like
and you're entertained, but
I kind of understood as a kid. I'm like oh okay, but like right now I'm like oh man shit this is really good. This is really good.
poor
You guys
Bart.
are yeah, I'm like, man, like Marge is just upset and sad because
Jeez.
she even says like, I knew he's not the best in the world, but I always thought I understood him, and it's
And
like,
the thing is, you feel like you failed too. I
yeah,
mean, it's like, well, what did I screw all this up? I mean, what the hell?
yeah, it's like
Crazy,
again
right?
like
How you can
yeah
to stick The Simpsons and that strikes chords with you.
yeah like that like I think that was like the best Christmas special they had.
Hmm.
I didn't watch all of them. I think I missed like one or two, but like I saw a majority of them, and that one stuck out more than anything else. And
Are they marked like pretty easy to find?
uh,
Or do you have to like look it up somewhere else?
currently, I don't know how long they'll have it for, but you can go on Disney Plus and it actually put a list of all the
Cool.
specials there. So if you want to just watch the Christmas specials, they're all
Yeah.
there pretty much.
Hmm.
Um,
Did
even
any
like
more stick out?
the first one was cool too with Santa's Little Helper because basically what that one is
Is it the
Bart gets
evil one on the bus?
no
Okay.
So this is the first Christmas special they had. They were saving money all year in a jar for like
Mm-hmm.
gifts and all that stuff, so they can actually have a good uh,
Yeah.
Christmas day. So okay, Bart, you go ahead and pick your stuff, and he decides to get a tattoo that's gonna say "I love Mom," and they have to spend the money in the jar to get the tattoo taken off his arm. And Marge thinks, okay, Homer's
Oh my God.
um, gonna get his bonus check for
Mm.
we're still gonna be okay. So at work, Homer and the boss goes, "Hey, good job, everyone. No bonus check. See you guys later. Bye." and
Figures.
comes home and he's freaking out because he's like, and he's stressing because he's like, I don't want to fail my family. Like we were gonna have a good Christmas. We were gonna finally have gifts on the tree and all that kind of stuff. So
Yeah.
he's looking for side jobs and he works as Santa Claus
Mr.
part time.
Plow?
No,
Oh, that's later.
Um, so he goes to school to be like a mall Santa and everything like that, and like
Mm.
he gets a check like at the end of the day, and he goes like $13. Oh yeah, that's like net. So after suit rental, just taxes, all this kind of stuff, you get $13. Oh shit.
God damn it.
like it like I felt this pain of like, oh, I'm a fucking failure. I can't even give him gifts on the
That's
Christmas
crazy,
stuff.
right, man? All the
And
relatable
it's
crap that's in there.
yeah, yeah, like we get older, like the show just gets better because man,
Yeah.
it is that
Is
good.
that back in the day when like Conan was writing on there, or like
Ooh, I don't know how long he wrote on it, but I
okay,
think that was around his time. I
yeah,
don't know if like one season or he did five or however many, but I I think that
because
was
yeah, there was definitely a golden era, with like Frank Grimes and those episodes, like that's back when I was watching it. Like this is probably like 5th grade through like 8th, maybe.
Yeah,
It's like a 4-year stretch, maybe more, but I didn't appreciate those.
yeah, right.
But then it changed hardcore when I went to high school.
Um,
Like probably '01, it probably
mhm.
really changed to the point where like I kind of stopped watching it.
Yeah, it's like it's fine. Like if you never seen it and you watch newer stuff, it's still
Hmm.
good. But coming off of like the first 12 or 13 seasons, it's like, yeah, there's you can't touch these. These are classics.
Yeah.
And, and this is why like I love the
Monorail.
yeah, that's a good episode.
Yeah.
To close out my Christmas month, I just wanna like the reason why I love watching these happy movies and watching these Christmas specials is because a lot of the year is shitty. Life is pretty shitty. We try to have as many good moments as we can
Hmm.
and try to look at the positive things in life. But Christmas
Yeah.
time is that time miracles happen and
Yeah.
just
People are extra charitable, I guess.
yeah, like it's supposed to bring out the extra goodness in people and
Hmm.
even the shitty
You
shit
try to, right?
or like yeah you try to or like even the shitty movies that like they're not great at least there's some kind of message or heart in there about Christmas and even if it's for like 10 minutes it really warms your heart and for me it's I won't say I'm like cynical and hate the world but as I get older it's like man people are just terrible
It's
and
hard to escape the reality. It's like,
yeah
damn,
it
that's
gets harder
fucked
and
up.
harder and that's why that's why I love Halloween and Christmas so much like
Hmm.
Halloween, you get to be something else you're not to experience your fears and try different things you never thought you would do.
I
Christmas is
still cherish the memories, man, when you guys came fully
yeah,
dressed up and in character too.
yeah,
You
yeah.
and your strangers and Manny and Violetta as the troopers and then Pete.
So
Oh, for your
and
Halloween party.
Yeah, that was fun. Yeah,
and
I see what you're saying, man.
yeah,
And
like like I said, I could be cold. I could be emotionless sometimes. It's just that's kind of
yeah,
how I hit certain things. A lot of things you got to get through, but in heart, I am a fucking sappy, sensitive motherfucker, and I will cry at a movie that I
yes, you
think is
are.
like really like stuff with family or friendship and parents and kids. It really gets me a lot.
Yeah.
War, Warrior gets me all the time. Like the from Big Nolte scene with Tom Hardy when he gets drunk and has that
In the
breakdown.
hotel
Like
or
I,
something.
I fucking cry my eyes out, and then like the end is just like that kind of stuff really gets me. And
Yeah,
Christmas is just that's what Christmas is for me all the family drama and bullshit gets put aside for a couple days, and we come
sure.
together and eat and joke and give out gifts, and
Yeah.
it's
Well,
it's
it's like
beautiful.
from
And
November. Well, it's even like end of October through like the first of the year or first week of the year.
it's
Kind of like that
and,
magical months, right? Or days.
yeah, and and I know a lot of people may not have someone around this time, or they feel they're alone, or they don't have family. Just
Yeah,
always reach out to somebody, somebody who cares. Don't ever think that you're by yourself alone,
yeah.
because someone
You
will
know,
be with you if you ask.
you know what was weird about last year? It was before all the COVID.
Yeah.
I started the year in a really weird place. I felt like depressed as hell. Like it was like January, first week of January, and I was like, "What the fuck's
I
the
remember.
point of another year?"
Yeah.
And I had no reason to it either. It was like I have everything I need. I have a family and everything. It was weird. It was very weird. And then the whole damn COVID thing. I was like, "Oh, okay, this is real. This is
Yeah.
something real to be down about." But before that, I was like, "Damn, I don't know why I'm down. It's so weird." But yeah, I mean, the season does. This year, I think more than others, I felt that kind of spirit, you know. And you kind of, I like the few times that I went out to a couple stores and stuff. People were. I felt weird when people were nice because I was like, oh, like all I see on online is bad. So when somebody's nice, I feel it feels weird to me, and especially because I've been locked up inside. But Yeah, it's just interesting, and yeah, I mean, the kids have been so addicted to Christmas movies, so we've been watching pretty much all of them,
Yeah.
except for Batman Returns. I don't think I'd let them watch it, but but like I grew an appreciation for some of them that I never did before. So,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
I want to watch Returns now. I really want to watch it.
Like I don't have kids yet, but that shit gets me. I can only imagine how I'm gonna be when I actually have kids. How emotional wreck I am gonna be.
Yeah,
But um,
or you will.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, it's a different, man. And then you see everything different too. Like Manny was telling us about watching Mando today, and the relationship between the bounty hunter and the child.
yeah.
So it really affects you differently. Maybe a segue. I don't know what Manny's nerd outs are.
Yeah. What do you?
Well,
Uh,
today we spent all day watching Mando. I introduced it, I guess, to my father-in-law because my brother-in-law wanted to watch it, and so
Hmm.
him and I started at episode 5, I guess, of
Hmm.
season 1 because he already watched it before,
Okay.
and so we just killed it. And then my father-in-law kind of got into it and found out it was Star Wars, and he watched it, and then it was cool. There was a cool moment at the end in episode 16, towards the end, where stuff is getting really bleak, and
Hmm.
then Luke comes in, and
Hmm.
like I don't know why my stepdad or my father-in-law was kind of just looking at the TV, and I
Like
was just
serious
watching
look.
him. Oh yeah, dude, I think I don't know if I sent you the picture, but he kind of like
Yeah.
crouched forward and he was looking.
Yeah. He was like
Uh,
engaged as hell. He
it
was
was a
really
cool
into
moment,
it.
dude. And
Yeah.
then I think the scene right before Grogu goes with Luke, he looks at
Hmm.
me, puts his hand up, "May the force be with you" in Spanish. So it's kind of cool. I think everyone's kind of seeing the relationship I have with Elena and
yeah,
comparing it to like Mando and Grogu. So I've kind of already accepted that.
yeah,
Uh,
And
it
the
was kind
whole
of cool.
like grabbing your face while she's falling asleep kind of thing.
Yeah. Hmm.
That's a nice feeling. Yeah.
And it was cool that that happened in the last episode. So
And that's what I appreciate is like the filmmakers are putting real life moments into our stories. Like they're not just making a cool shoot 'em up badass story. They're also putting heart into it.
yeah. What else? I saw some Christmas movies. I've seen Batman Returns, I think, like 3 times. 'Cause I just have it in the background.
Yeah.
Um, that's one movie I have to watch during Christmas.
Hmm.
And Jingle All the Way. What else? What else? What else? What else? I did finally start playing The Last of Us Part 2.
Mm.
Um,
Oh yeah, that's right.
and so far, I like it. I've only played an hour of it.
Okay.
And I started playing on a Christmas Eve because I was alone and I had nothing else to do. It was
Hmm.
funny too because it was like almost I was meant to play the game because and those kind of games I look around for everything. So I played for an hour, but I probably maybe got to like 10% of the story.
Yeah,
Um,
that's a long game.
but I'm searching through everything, and I found a note about kids writing Santa Claus. I'm like, oh crap, what the hell? And this
Hmm.
is not it's not a Christmas game, right? It's not. It doesn't
Yeah,
take place around Christmas.
I didn't see that note. You're
Yeah,
the one.
see, that was weird. That was weird. So I found it, and it was like a kid asking for a dog and gun for Christmas so he could protect his dad, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Uh, so I was like, what the hell? So that was kind of cool. I love the game so far, man. I like being kind of immersed into the story. I kind of want to see if I could play tonight, but then I'm
Yeah.
so scared of playing because then I play for like 3 hours straight and I got to wake up.
Mhm.
So it's one of those games where I kind of have to like block off a certain amount of time
Hmm.
that I could just dive in and just get into it. Um,
Yeah.
so we'll see. Other than that, nothing really. I did see Wonder Woman. I did see
Hmm.
Soul.
Mm.
Um,
Mm.
I did
Watch
like Wonder
both, huh?
Woman. I did watch both. We kind of the family that's been around us this whole COVID quarantine kind of stuff has came over and they slept over. I bought some inflatable
Cool.
mattresses and stuff like that. So we all just kind of
That's good, man.
stuck around. But we saw Soul. Soul I was kind of in and out of, so I would have to do some things. So I missed the first part of the movie. And I got the second part. It didn't hit me like I guess it hit some people. And I think that's because I missed the first half of it. But then I watched it. I watched the parts that I thought I was missing this morning, and I could see why. It's a really Pixar always does one of those things where how something normally works, it shows you how they think it works, kind of thing. Kind of like Inside Out. When someone gets angry, you'll see what happens on the inside and why you get angry and the process of getting angry and all that. Well, this kind of focuses on the stuff, what happens before you're born and after you die and what happens.
Damn.
So
Heavy stuff, huh?
It's very interesting, like where a soul comes from, how a soul gets assigned.
So you go into like mechanics and shit?
Kind of, yeah. It was kind of cool. Like that's the part I missed. I'm like, oh, that's kind of cool. So there's like mentors to new souls that are coming in, and they have to earn their way down to earth and stuff like that. So it's very, very interesting, and I like it. The other one I saw was Wonder Woman 84.
Yeah.
And I liked it.
Think
Violet didn't like it. She thought it was too boring.
Boring. Okay.
Yeah. Her cousin, her brother liked it, as with me. It might have been Gal Gadot just playing Wonder Woman. That's probably why we liked it. But Gal Gadot?
So he's like,
Gal Gadot, not Gal Gadot. Gal Gadot.
It's one of the two. Yeah.
But it was fun. It was fun. I like Pedro Pascal in it. I think that's probably why I'm kind of riding his wave right now. So anything he's in, I'll take a glance at.
Yeah, I forgot he's in it.
It was a little different with the plot, but it was fun. I liked going into a movie not knowing about the superhero and judging about the choices that a superhero makes.
Yes.
According to the comic book kind of thing, because I don't know much about Wonder Woman, and
it's like baggage that it's annoying because it
can get annoying because I
know this character so well.
Expectations, yeah. So going to this and not knowing much about Maxwell or Lord Maxwell, or the main plot of it, I had fun with it. With it. You guys know anything about the movie or no?
Not really.
Okay, I won't go into it. Cheeto was cool. I think Christian Wiig played a really well done bad guy. Not much depth into it. I've seen this before. I remember reading one article and seeing one article saying that this was like Superman 2. So take that as you want to. But I don't think it's on the same level as Superman 2. I think Superman 2 is kind of like on the same level as like maybe The Dark Knight and stuff like that. Like that was a good Superman movie.
Yeah.
But this one's a good Wonder Woman movie, man. I enjoyed it. And that Easter egg that I was looking for and that finally hit me, I thought that was a nice little touch too, because the Easter egg's in front of you. But yeah, I think that's really it. Just kind of keeping up with football because I finally did make it to the championship for my football league, fantasy football league. So I thought I was going to lose it. So now I'm in it. I'm in the thick of it. So we'll see. We'll probably know by Sunday if I'm going to be the champion or not. Now maybe by Monday. But that's really it. I wish I was playing a little bit more video games, but this week was so hectic. I couldn't really play.
I haven't had any time, dude. I played like 2 hours the whole week.
Yeah, and there was. I wish I was seeing more videos of people opening up gifts and getting their PS5 and all that. I did see one video where the guy had no words and he just thanked his girlfriend / wife.
I think I saw it too.
Yeah, that was a cool
moment. He's sitting, right? He has like a beard.
He has a beard and he has like something up with his foot. Like he has like a brace. Yeah. Then he has like a.
I saw that one. Yeah, I was like, damn. This dude was freaking rendered mute, man. He was just like
the little girl, like,
oh god,
Daddy, you need help opening it? And the mom's like, no, leave him alone.
Leave him alone. Be quiet.
I saw one with his kid, maybe 12 12, 13 maybe, and
Oh
his mom
yeah.
got him a PS5, and like he opens like he was so speechless. He's like, do you think you'll get it? It was sold out, no, and like he starts crying and gives her a hug. I'm like, nice.
Did you
That kid
see
is
the? Did you guys see the Let's Go kid?
no.
I did, but I didn't see it with volume. I don't think.
Okay, he really screamed his heart out. He was like, "Let's go!" He's like, "Damn!" He's like, he
Oh,
hugged
I
his
know which
dad.
one you're talking
He
about. Yeah.
hugged his dad first. He didn't even open it. He just went to hug him.
Mhm.
So everybody was like, "Oh, good kid, good kid."
There's another one. There's another one. I always like the ones where the parents bring out the PlayStation, but it's not really the PlayStation. It's
I
like a
hate
fake one.
that. It's
You know what?
horrible.
But I like it because the kids that get them deserve that they don't have it. So they're like, I knew you got it. Like the one video I saw. I smelled the controller. I smelled the brand new controller. I'm like, shut up.
Oh, those
Not
I
even
haven't seen
getting it.
those, but
Yeah.
yeah, no, it's terrible with some of those kids.
I don't know.
But it's like, man, it's freaking beyond mean to do that. Like, just give them a box of books and stuff.
Yeah. I think some of these kids they deserve it, and that's why they do it. But I'm not even mad at that.
It's always interesting because like why would you film it? Who's you're like, oh, you want Instagram fame, but I don't know, man. Like it's weird to always record that kind of stuff.
I think
But
because it's for their friends, and then it just blows up because it's so good.
Yeah. There was this one
I would
kid who
I
he
would do
wasn't
that
listening to
with
his
Elena.
mom, and she like filmed him walking home while she was driving away from him, and he was trying to catch the car. I was like, Jesus Christ, dude.
See, that's a little too extreme.
That's
But like
terrible, man. Like, what the hell's wrong with you?
something with a PlayStation and
Yeah, I
thinking the
know.
kid is gonna get it and they're not gonna get it, and they're kind of
I could never do
spoiled.
that. I could never fucking do
Oh,
that.
your kids aren't spoiled.
They are,
They're
actually.
not spoiled to the part where
They're ungrateful
like
and
some
shit
of
like
these
that.
guys. Yeah. So
Yeah. Well, I mean,
that's
yeah, I
parents'
guess
fault
you're
though.
right. It just depends, I guess. But
That's parents'
man,
fault though.
this just
Like
feels really rough. I don't know.
it's weird. It's like we spoiled you, so now we're gonna punish you because it's our fault. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
well, that's the end of my nerd out.
All right, man.
I was
Looks like we
we
all
had a
had
good
good
like week.
stuff in a busy week. We still managed to nerd out.
Yeah, it's good. It's all very good.
Yeah, you guys
Um,
maybe you want to watch some stuff. Manny, you want to see 84 and Soul. Sonny, I want to watch some of those Christmas ones because I remember watching them so much. And then Returns and Pottersville. Pottersville's been on my list for 3 years. But the Netflix list is so bad. It's so
Yeah.
freaking bad.
It's
It's
not
like when I
existent.
put something new on the list, it's lost. Like I see stuff there from 6 months ago that I put on the list. I'm like, why the f is this on the list? Like it's just that list makes no sense. And then I forget everything that's on there because I can't really look through it very well.
yeah.
But I got a few things to watch now.
Yeah, you got some stuff to watch now, so you can entertain yourself and maybe the kids.
Yeah,
Uh,
maybe
I mean,
a
maybe
couple of
they
them.
will. Batman Returns. Who knows? But
I don't know if I would put it on because the
I
crazy stuff
mean,
that goes on,
I don't
the
know.
sexual
Different
stuff, the blood, I think it's too much.
Yeah.
But everybody has their own. It's weird because
Yeah.
like you and me, I mean, and probably Manny too, we watch movies that we wouldn't let our kids watch.
Oh, there's shit I
So
shouldn't have not seen, but I'm glad I did.
Well, that's why Warner Brothers got mad at Tim Burton for making that movie because they're like, we can't sell toys with this. What the hell?
like, dude, what the fuck?
Yeah.
What are we gonna sell? A fucking bloody nose accessory where he rips it off?
Yeah,
One of my
Do we have
friends.
any comments about what we want to do next year with the show? I know it's going to be mostly the same, but I think we did want to do 2020 like best of for movies and TV shows.
we want to aim for like January-ish, but no set date yet for that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, like, I don't know. Maybe shop the show around. I don't know. Who knows?
I mean,
But
it's going to be pretty much the same, but I'm just saying, yeah, that's one of the ones we want to do. And yeah, we'll keep up with the nerdy content.
what were you saying, Manny? You said one of your friends were doing something, or
Watching Batman Returns.
oh,
she saw the Joker, not the Joker, the Penguin scene where he's eating the fish and then he bites the nose.
Yeah.
Well, after that scene, or like right after that scene, she goes to her brother and bites his nose and starts bleeding.
In real life?
In real life. So
And when the hell did this happen?
maybe don't show your kids this. She's the same age as us for the most part. So when she was little, when the movie first came out,
God, the fuck?
yeah,
No way, dude.
yeah. So don't show. Don't show
Nah, I don't think I can show him that.
That's probably hilarious.
So when do you guys think it's a good idea to take off the Christmas decorations? You guys decorate the house and all that?
We do, like, right after Halloween, we do it, like, early November. And then we don't take it down till, like, mid-January. Like, no, maybe the second week. Beginning of the second week.
How about you, Sonny?
We
Or
do
your
it.
family?
We do it the day after Thanksgiving, and then we bring it down about the end of January.
Mm.
Oh, okay.
Well, Violet's taking down the stuff now.
Now?
Now.
She's like, that shit's over.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Nah, we usually leave it like past the 1st, like to the 10th, maybe.
It's like December 26th. Fuck your Christmas song.
Yeah, that's what we do. But yeah, we like to do extended, early and late.
Nice. I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like you
part of
carried
it's
over.
lazy. I'd say like 20% laziness, and 80% like we just like to have it up.
Yeah, it's nice. It's just nice to have lights on there and look pretty, like, and festive. It helps.
Yeah.
I think this is going to be a constant thing too, because Elena's birthday is January 4th, which is a week after Christmas. And I think she said this is the main reason why, just because when we take pictures of the party that we're going to have, the little get together, she doesn't want any Christmas decorations in there. So we'll see. Now I got to decide when I want to take down the stuff.
We don't have any birthdays around there.
It's funny, around this time, I got home.
Yeah.
And probably in a couple hours, it'll mark a year that we're on our way to the hospital, and we stay there for.
That's crazy.
Well, Christmas. No, we went there. No, I'm sorry. I think it starts on the 28th. The 28th starts the
long process.
Yeah, the whole time there, I kind of go back and we think about being there for like 10 days in a row, spending New Year's Eve there and all that.
Man, that's a crazy time. Well, especially for you guys around there.
Yep.
It's mine are April and October, so it's not. I didn't have that experience. And so long, like you guys. You guys were there a while.
Yeah. Well, I think that's it, guys.
Yeah, I think so.
Talk about Mando,
good talking to you guys. Glad we. Yeah, I know.
Yeah. No, man, no. I'm so sad. I'm wearing my shirt.
It was a great ending, so I can't complain too much. But it is a hard wait. It's going to be a whole year of a wait. But I hope MCU can keep us busy.
Yeah, and if we're still doing the show next,
because Wanda's like a couple weeks, I think.
3 weeks.
Yeah.
And like I said, if we do the show for next year through Christmas, we'll definitely talk about Boba Fett and Mandalorian season 3 and all that stuff again. So for sure.
And this is the longest we've done it, I think. Even for series 1, this is the longest.
Yeah, I think so too.
I think this is gonna be 38, if I'm correct.
Oh boy, that's a good number.
Yeah, last week was 37. So yeah, I'm working on 38 tomorrow.
Well, if that's it, then I'll go through my whole spiel talk.
Sure.
If you would like to listen to the audio version of the podcast, you can head over to Spotify and any podcasting app of your choice. And we're also on Apple Podcast thingamajigger, Apple thingy.
Oh, we've always been.
Oh, the Apple thingy. Oh, I just feel like I'd start saying it now because I think if people don't hear it, they won't do it. Apple, Spotify, podcasting apps, everything. We're everywhere. We're international, baby. Woo! You want to listen to the
fans in Ireland, India.
You want to watch the video portion of the podcast? You can go to youtube.com. Type in 3 Nerds on a Sunday. We're the first thing that pops up. You want to keep up to date when the new episodes. Oh no, okay. I think. You want
What
to keep
happened?
up like Manny disappeared on my screen. It was just Frank
okay.
for a second.
Yeah.
You want to keep up to date when the newest episode drops on Sunday, which will always come out on Sunday. Times may vary. Follow us on Facebook. That's where we post all the news that it's out. And Merry Christmas. If you don't celebrate Christmas, Happy Holidays, whatever you choose to celebrate. Thank you guys. Even if we have one listener out there, we are very appreciative of it. Thank you for everything, guys,
Yeah,
and
for sure.
enjoy the holidays. Hopefully, 2021 is better than this year. So, thank you guys. Bye.
Yeah.
All right.
Bye, guys.